Now there's some things, folks, that you cannot change. If you're born white, you stay white. If you're born black, you are black, unless you're Michael Jackson. Some things you cannot change or do anything about. You cannot do anything about yesterday. But tomorrow, oh, that's a different story. Ever happened to you that you're driving down the highway on 401, for example, merely going about your business, and some idiot pulls in front of you and you hit your brake and the horn at the same time and give him a piece of your mind? You go to the office, you tell the first person, this city was riddled with idiots. Maybe refugees from third world countries who don't know how to drive. And then you tell the second person and the third person, and by end of the day, you burned up one day talking about this incident that happened to you on the highway while the person is going driving to Brampton, Little India, without even knowing you. The question here is, do you respond or do you react in life? That will determine your tomorrow. How you respond to the events of life is based on your self-image. And your self-image can be improved through a series of practices and daily habits. It is not your ego. Your self-image is not your ego. Your self-image is not your education. It's not your job. It's not what you do. Your self-image is a total bundle of beliefs about yourself. I've been doing interviews all over the world, and I'm reminded because people who are coming in are from the village of Jarawa, the heart of Kurdistan, and they're reminding everyone of the history, of the past. But the past is just a lesson to forge your way to the future based on your responses on daily basis. This people in inner cities get killed for less reason than a driving infraction that the other person doesn't even know about. The other day I had a chance to go to the bank here to withdraw some money from my Aurum Visa card, the Freedom card, and as I was turning happily, I saw this big horn coming on, and I looked up and in time pressed my brake and stopped, seeing this guy driving by in a huge Mercedes. Now I could have responded to what he was showing, and if there was any concentration of ugly in one place, it was in that Mercedes. But as they passed by, I just said hi. Probably made them feel wonder, oh, was that a friend of mine? Did they just mess that up? See, folks, how you respond to events of life will determine your decisions. Your decisions will determine your quality of life. These lessons were handed down from childhood to me as an ambassador of hope. Why? Because I grew up in a household like the Little House on the Prairies. Beautiful, 10 sisters and brothers in a small village. But then one day a helicopter came and bombs started to hit. And then the whole thing turned upside down, just like it is right now. But since then, we've been working on preparing and learning on how to build up the system in a way that everyone can be free. That Kurds have their rights, have the right to have their own country. Why not? There's been countries popping up all over the world in the last 25 years. I mean, we've been there for 5,000 years. And by being a part of another country does not make that country better. The only way that all of us can live in harmony and peace together is to trade, to do business like it was done in Islam. See, the Prophet of Islam was a merchant. He had camels. He knew Kurds. I know the first Kurd that was Muslim, he was a merchant with 10 camels coming to Mecca and met the Prophet and decided this is the religion I will take back to my home, and blend it with Zoroastrian. Here we call it as Da'i, the one who gave me, as Da'i, the one who gave me is the creator. You call it Allah, you call it Yehovah, you call it Jesus, you call it whatever you want to call it. There's one creator, and that's Azdai, the oldest religion in the world. I'm Arif Gilani. We provide opportunities for leaders to come and perform, to be a participant in a journey that will change the financial forecast for you and your family. As a family, I have gathered all of my family and spoken with them about reviving the glory that our family has had for 700 years in the Middle East. But because of geopolitical problems, that was lost since 1920s. My great-grandfather, Sheikh Abdul Qadir Gailani, was the first Kurd to raise the flag of defense against offense of the Ottomans or the Shahs of Iran. Today, we have handed down this flag to others, but we are reuniting to build. We are builders, we're merchants, we follow our ancestors. We'd like to invite you into this community. In the same village of Nehri in eastern Turkey, 10,000 students were trained and sent out to universities like Cairo, where Salahuddin Ayyubi came out, places like Istanbul, places like Baghdad, places like Tehran, all over the Middle East. They came and they trained, so they know the history, and we're here to build the future with that history based on brotherhood of man, honesty, truth, due diligence, responses, not reactions. People say, how do you react? How's your family? All under the bombardment. We've been bombarded for 47 years. It's okay. Kurds are quiet. We're peaceful people. We don't want to do things that we regret in the future. Those who are out there who do things that they will regret, and they know they will wake up one day and they've lost their reputation, and no money can buy reputation. Or your reputation, your standards determine the respect that you get from the people who know you the most. Like your family, like your closest friends. That's why I introduced Aurum Foundation to. Thank you, and I look forward to speaking with you.